Hello and welcome to another session of the My Solo 401k Financial, My Community Daily Webinar Series. If you have questions or topics that you'd like to discuss, please chat those over. We do have a topic that we wanted to start out with today, but again, if you have questions or topics you would like to discuss, please don't hesitate to chat over questions, as we want to definitely use this time to go over questions or topics that you have. We always appreciate the chance to discuss these topics. If you're on our YouTube channel or LinkedIn or Twitter, StreamYard, you can chat over questions. If you're on YouTube, if you could be so kind to like and subscribe, we would appreciate that. And subscribing is going to make sure if you hit that notifications bell, then you'll also get notifications of when we go live. We go live twice a day, once at 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern. Then we're back again here in the afternoon at 1 p.m. Pacific, 4 p.m. Eastern. And so there's two opportunities a day to participate. We typically have content we'd like to start out with. On Fridays, we typically have deeper dive content. So there's a lot of great ways to participate. We have forums, for example, on our community. We can post questions 24/7. We got thousands of forums out there. So again, lots of great ways to learn, to share the knowledge. As far as today's topic, we want to talk about how there's still time to open up a solo 401k for 2024 and make contributions for 2024. So there's still folks that may be confused about that, or still looking to take advantage of setting up a solo 401k and get some of the contributions made for 2024. There's the rules now allow for that. Now, the specific type of contribution that you can make is going to depend on how your self-employed business is taxed and the type of contribution you want to make. So we'll go through that as far as what those options are. But again, if you have questions or topics, please don't hesitate to chat those over as well. Yeah, so it's still last chance how to still open and fund a solo 401k. Oh, thank you so much for the great comment there. Appreciate that. So let's see here. Let's first start out by taking a look. Now, as always, we like to let everyone know that the presentation is being provided just for educational purposes only. We're not here to give investment advice or legal advice. We would never discourage you from speaking to your tax or legal advisor, your investment advisor. So please keep that in mind. As you can see, we go live all the time. This is our YouTube page. So if you subscribe and hit that notifications bell, you'll get the notifications of when we go live, so you can jump on and ask questions. Here is our community page. So this is another great resource. We've got, again, people posting thousands of forums on there. We've got a library of videos and webinars. So there's tons of ways to ask questions, to see what other people are asking about. It's a very active community. We've got over 30,000 members. There's blogs on there. It's a lot of great ways to learn. So now let's jump into the topic of the day, which is, again, can you still or how to still open and fund a solo 401k for 2024, deadline tips for solopreneurs. So what we're going to do is we're going to break it down by how the business is taxed. So for those whose business is taxed as a sole proprietorship or a single member LLC taxed as a sole proprietor, in other words, where you've got income reported, for example, on Schedule C, you have the most options, because it's still possible to set up a solo 401k and make all types of contributions for 2024. Now, if you had set up the plan by December 31st, 2024, then you would be able to make all types of contributions by your business tax return deadline, including any timely filed extensions. So April 15th, or October 15th. Because if your business is taxed as a sole proprietorship, that means you're reporting income on your 1040. So that's going to be April 15th, or if you file a timely extension, October 15th. So if you signed up with us by the end of last year, you'd have the ability to make all types of contributions by April 15th or October 15th of this year if you file a timely extension. If you didn't sign up by the end of last year and you didn't already have a plan, like some people had, say, a basic plan at a discount brokerage, and then they restate their plan. Well, that if that basic plan was in existence before the end of last year, you would be in that first category. So you could upgrade your plan and still make all types of contributions for 2024 by your business tax return deadline, including any timely filed extension. But if you didn't have a plan with anyone until you set up a plan with us here in 2025, as long as you set up the plan in time to make all types of contributions by April 15th, then you can make even the employee contribution by April 15th. Otherwise, if you set up the plan in time to make those contributions by the extended tax return deadline, in other words, October 15th, you could still make employer or after-tax contributions, which is how one makes mega backdoor Roth contributions, by October 15th. So that's your rubric there for figuring out what type of contributions you can make. And obviously, we're here to help you interpret those rules. Now, if your business is not taxed as a sole proprietorship, let's say you're taxed as an S Corp or a C Corp or a partnership, then let's go over those scenarios. So let's first just knock out the people who did sign up before the end of last year, either with us or you already had a solo 401k plan set up somewhere else before the end of last year. In that case, you can still make all types of contributions for 2024 by your business tax return deadline, including extension, even employee contributions for 2024. This is the rubric here for a business tax as an S Corp, just to use it as an example, but it's going to be the same whether it's a C Corp or a partnership. So if you didn't have a plan established by the end of last year, either with us or somebody else, and you're first setting up a plan in 2025, and your business is not taxed as a sole proprietorship, so you're an S Corp, you're a C Corp, you're a partnership, then it's too late to make employee contributions for 2024. But there's still time to make employer or after-tax contributions for 2024, as long as the plan is set up in time to make those contributions, whether employer or after-tax, by the business tax return deadline, including extension. So if your business is taxed as an S corporation, it's going to be March 17th or September 15th if you file a timely extension for that S corp return. Let's look at the other scenarios. So if your business is taxed as a partnership, same deal. If you signed up with us by the end of last year, or you had a plan somewhere else, like a basic plan, like a Fidelity or Schwab or a Census, and as long as you upgrade the plan in time to make all types of contributions, you could still make all types of contributions because your plan was established by the end of last year. But if you didn't set up a plan until 2025, then it's too late to make employee contributions. Unless your business is taxed as a sole proprietorship, it's too late. But you could still make employer after-tax contributions as long as you set up the plan by the business tax return deadline, including extension. So for a partnership, like an S Corp, that's March 17th or September 15th if you file a timely extension. If the business is taxed as a C Corp, that's April 15th or October 15th if you file a timely extension for that C Corp tax return, the 1120. So those are the rules that we're working with. So as you might imagine, it's contribution season. There's many, many people who are still making contributions for 2024 by that business tax return deadline, including extension. So if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you see we've hosted already a number of deep dive webinars, and we're still hosting. We're still going through those deep dive webinars. We'll be back here on Friday to host a deep dive webinar focused on mega backdoor Roth. We'll focus on businesses taxed as a sole proprietorship. Last week, we hosted one for Mega Backdoor Roth that was for businesses taxed as an S Corp. But the content will continue. Please subscribe to the channel. Please engage on the community. Please continue to come to these webinars. If you have questions, please don't hesitate to chat them over. We'll give you a moment to see if there are any questions. We do appreciate all the good participation. As you can tell, we love to talk about these topics and really good technical about it. So we appreciate the chance. All right, well, that looks like it might take us to the end for today, but thank you again. Until next time, everyone, take care now.